Good evening, race fans. Welcome into race 9 of LSRL Season 9. As always, here with my co-commentator in the booth, Art. How we doing tonight?
I'm excited to be here in my home track, kind of. I think I'm closer to Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but I live in Illinois, so
Chicagoland Speedway. Yeah, that's tonight's location. 2 laps of qualifying, 130 laps, just like last week. Stage break is a little different, though. 40 laps will be the break this week instead of 30. Fuel capacity 70%. Fuel run didn't update, but it's 34 to 38 laps. There we go. It just now updated. 5 total tire sets, 0 fast pairs, 3 green-white checkers to settle it if need be. We probably won't need them, but they're there. For the Atomic LEDs, 195. 2 races left in the regular season. Chicagoland tonight, in the Indy Oval next week to conclude the regular season. And the top headline tonight, Mark Whitley not here. The 5-time winner will not attend tonight, opening up the door for a new winner potentially. Qualifying underway. It's Landwehr at the top of the board. He's got 1 win. Randy Arms still looking for his first win of the season. William K. Price has come alive over the last couple of weeks. He's been quick in qualifying. What can he do on his second lap? He currently is 7th. His second lap, good enough for P2. 4 hundredths of a second off of Nathaniel Landwehr. Mike DeWalt. Got a couple good results here recently as well.
I'm looking at the points. I'm pretty sure Mark Whitley's just like, I have 2 free weeks here.
Pretty much. I mean, he has been absolutely dominant, so had some dinner plans or something tonight maybe, but we'll be just fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure even if Thaxton won both races, it would be close. That man has a 74-point lead.
DeWalt into the wall there, so his second lap will not improve. Here's James Goodwin. He's on the cusp of the playoff bubble. Needs another consistent night, and that's what he's had the last couple of weeks in the 11 machine. Let's go on board with him out of turn number 4. Heard from the driver's pre-race setup was incredibly loose, hard to drive, so we'll see how that ends up impacting performance as Goodwin goes P7. And the other man on track is Larry McDonald. I think he'll have enough time to get it done. Actually, no, he won't. So he will not have a chance to improve on his lap. Be just a couple of seconds short. He was improving. See there, loose. Point it down to the apron. Oh, so close. And I don't think it gave it to him. He'll start 17th. That is qualifying. Like Art mentioned, the incredible points lead for Mark Whitley. Let's show it to you.
Someone already picking Randy Arms to take the win tonight.
That's Tony Scarbo, I think.
Trying to jinx him a little bit.
Oh, he's jinxing him. Brutal. But yeah, Whitley dominating up to this point. Thaxton been ever consistent, just can't break through in the win category. Nathaniel Landwehr, a 1-time winner this season. And all the way down. Look at the battle for the bubble here. James Goodwin. They'll get a sign of relief tonight. Kyle Ritchie not here. Ryan Tiller is, so Tiller will bump Ritchie off the bubble. Casey Brunson not here. Mazzella is here. DeWalt is here. Huggins is not. Casey Brown is here. Zach Scare is not. So we're going to throw some chaos into the bubble mix here with 2 weeks remaining in the regular season. But that is your top 18, and as we go further down the list, some guys that don't need a lot of help here.
I mean, Eric Shields, with a lot of these guys missing, he's going to jump up.
He is. Quisenberry as well. Corey Blevins. Going all down through this field. all the way down to Anthony Thompson. 56 drivers have finished a race this season.
How do you get 0 points?
I don't know. As we roll off here for the Atomic LEDs 195, it's time for picks to win.
Give me William Price, P2.
That was going to be mine, but whatever, that's fine. Give me Randy Arms in P3.
Going for the double jinx.
Yep, had to do it. It's his time to shine. He'll get it done here tonight. '19-car field here tonight. All fitted up, and we're ready to rock and roll here for 130 laps. Should be a good one. We'll see how loose the setup gets. We heard some drivers saying that it was absolutely a handful in practice. We have 3 people picking Randy Arms. He's saying he's due.
Where's Corbin at? Because he would do it too.
Oh my. And we are green as Landwehr gets a great jump. Gonna pull Arms through to second with that inside line, getting a big surge down to turn number 1. Start for the entire field. Okay, Price takes a peek. Michael Davis has settled into 4th. Josh Thaxton already taking it 3 wide. He's up 3 spots to 8. So he'll slide up in front of the 21 of Samuel Demien. Jonathan Schwartz also up 3 positions. They're going to have to monitor the field tonight. 38 laps is the estimated high range of this, so we'll see if anyone tries to risk it for a stage where you pick up some valuable points at the tail end of the regular season here tonight. Already a battle for the lead. Randy was taking a peek to the outside, had to check up on the exit. That's allowing that 34 to get back into the mix. On board here with Jonathan Mazzella. He's got a great view of this. 57's taking a peek. Looks like back in line. All looking like they're in that second groove so far. Maybe a dip down for a couple of them, but all fighting each other's tire tracks right now. Corey Blevins was quickest on the last lap, 31.78. This lap, Josh Thaxton the quickest on the track, 31.75.
Here we're 2x2 for the front for Landwehr, getting passed by Randy Arms.
His first lead change of the night.
Michael Davis looking to go on the inside too.
How aggressive do you want to be with these tires? Right rear is potentially going to be melted off very quick here tonight. King, so maybe that's what Davis is trying to do, trying to get up and challenge for that track position. Landwehr stuck on the high side for now. Michael Davis does complete the pass, I think. No, not quite. Great run off of turn 2 for that 66 of Nathaniel Landwehr. Hanging tough on that outside. He'll give it up in turn 3. William K. Price now to his inside, just behind them. Mazzella and Corey Blevins side by side. He said in practice, I can't even make it 2 laps, but made it 6 so far, so he must have discovered something towards the tail end of his run. Being in control of that race car, James Goodwin. Started 7th, remains there, needs a good night. Get off that bubble. Thaxton.
They're saving tires because he is just slowly losing spots.
Samuel Demien -5. Could be a calculated move to save fuel and tires. Let's circle on board and see what's going on board in the cockpit. Doesn't look like any fuel saving there, so maybe just trying to save a little bit of tires to put him in a solid position towards the end of the stage. Eric Shields, second off of William Bowman. See, they're fighting the car just a little bit. Looks like he might have dropped to the back because he might have some trouble there with the connection, so it looks like he just kind of bided his time. There's Larry McDonald. Saw Joseph McGill fly by them in.
Look at the run Jonathan Mazela has down the backstretch. Got around the 24 of Corey Blevins and the 66 on Landwehr.
2 for 1, not bad, as William K. Price is back up in second where he started around the outside of Michael Davis. Let's see if he can track down Randy Arms. 34 machine has been oh so close a couple of times. 3 top 5s. Turned it on in the second half of the regular season.
I think Mazela's going to have a look to the inside of the 34 machine here. Keeps it behind him.
Covers off that low line, 41 to the outside. Mazela said he needed some good results. Had a rough start to the first half of the regular season, but he's had some solid results of recent. And he is just on the outside looking in a great position to climb into that top 10. Ripping the high side right now. Got a great run down the back straightaway. Looking to the inside of the 34. Thaxton up 7 positions, though. Did not get the qualifying lap he would have wanted. So he'll be one to watch. We're all the way back to 11.
Price holding Mazela down to the bottom, not letting him arc up any. Get 0 run off the bottom.
That brings Josh Thaxton right to his back bumper as Thaxton goes a lane higher all the way up to the 3rd groove. What kind of run can he get? The 41 slides up the track, though, blocks him off. Thaxton chooses to stick in line and push that 41 down the back straightaway. It's a uniquely shaped back straightaway. It's got a little bit of a curve to it. Lane higher here off of 4. As Randy Arms continues to lead. Can he get to that right rear quarter panel? Looks like he'll just barely be able to do so. He is now side by side, door to door. Has a great run on that high side. Josh Thaxton up 8 positions. A man on a mission right now. 6 top 5s in the first 8 races. No wins. Hard to believe that. He's been oh so close so many times. But has played second fiddle with Mark Whitley. I'm looking to prove that does belong in the championship conversation.
Think he does have a win? Pretty sure he does.
Does he?
Or is that? Yeah.
Did he win?
Michigan.
Did he?
That was this year, right? Yeah. I went over the pre-race winners to make sure that we would know who was a new winner.
Interesting. Looking for his second win of the season, then, and he's in a great position to do so. My apologies to the 6th machine to Johnson. Got some great battling going on further back here. It's William Bowman 14th, Kevin Boley 15th. Teammates. Mary McDonald in a new paint scheme this week. Oh, Boley loose through 4. My goodness. Right side damage for his troubles. Quisenberry dropping back. He's down 4 spots. Let's see, is he trying to save any fuel? Because he was inside the top 15, so I'm not sure what happened to him.
I've got to wonder about this tire fall off. Jonathan Short's getting really close to the 98 of Casey Brown. He's going to get loose out of 4.
We cut right to the cockpit camera as he was dead cranked to the right trying to save that machine.
Yeah, he's been running that same high line that Thaxton and Mazela have been running to try and gain spots. He's up 5. But he I believe he was up to 8th at one point, and he's starting to drop back.
9 there. DeWalt had to lift. Not getting to the left rear here. But look at this 9 machine right now on board with him. He has put the clutch in. He's trying to save fuel. Trying to make it to lap 40 and get some valuable stage points. He needs a good result here tonight. Tiller, another guy on the bubble in the Taco Bell car. We're proud of that Taco Bell scheme. Let's see if he's trying to save any fuel. Not quite. We know Jonathan Schwartz loves an alternative strategy, but it doesn't look like he's saving any fuel at the moment. Well, all of that happened. Josh Thaxton to the race lead. Get the move done. And he is pulling away 2.5 tenths over Randy Arms. Quickest car on the racetrack is Thaxton as Samuel Demien goes for a ride in the 21 machine. Big right side damage. Kevin Boley, they're just kind of hooked together the entirety of the front straightaway. Boley into... Oh, that's not hooked together. That's Boley bouncing off the wall.
Ooh.
And then
I'm shocked that's not a caution.
Demien probably is too, but he's going to have to hold on. Somehow, some way, not go a lap down and try and fix as much damage as he can as we are approaching the halfway point of this stage. And going for a heck of a ride there. Still see some lingering smoke. William K. Price now around the outside of Randy Arms. He's got the momentum all the way from turn 4 to turn 1. And he will look to clear himself off at 2 and chase after Thaxton. We're pretty impressed with Price and Mazzella. They've been racy pretty much since the drop of the green flag. And they've had some pretty decent staying power. Really dropped off too far. Shields is in. If this is just a... It looks like a splash and go. Yeah, 8 seconds. Probably just enough to make it to the end of the stage, so we'll see how that works out for him. And now Thaxton, right as we cut away there, we heard him start to save a little bit of fuel. On board with your race leader. And he's definitely trying to save. Let's go on board with your second place driver and see if he can either take advantage of the fuel saving or if he's doing it a little bit himself. He's taking a peek to the inside and fuel saving on that 34, so he's got a great shot to take the lead here. Randy right there as well. Waiting if something happens between the top two. He's going to look to the inside of the 34.
There's my pick to win going around the outside.
You can definitely tell he wants to get that clean air. He powered it up on the outside. Limited esports driver. Can he make the move stick? Can he get the momentum off of 4? He's at least half a car length. He'll get the lap led, and he is clear. William K. Price to the lead for the first time this evening. Side by side now for second, Thaxton and Arms. Randy powers it up midway through the corner. He'll get back by Thaxton. Thaxton down to third, but he's starting to save a little bit of fuel, so he could come back later in this stage.
Yeah, still 16 long laps to the stage.
What you don't want to do, especially if you're a guy on the bubble, is you don't want to run yourself out of fuel, have to tow, and then be stuck a lap down in a league where there's not a whole lot of cautions, and then you get yourself stuck. So gotta be on top of the strategy here tonight. 5 cars within a second of each other.
21 top straight. Keep an eye on Short, see what he does.
Let's see what he's doing about halfway through the stage here. Lap 25.
He has to be big saving.
And there is the fuel saving. I'll just take you through a... There's Randy Arms to the inside for the race lead. No fuel saving there. None from Price. Thaxton was saving, not from Mazzella. Through the field there. We want to see what they're doing on quarter entry. Got on board with James Goodwin. No saving from him. Neither from Michael Davis, nor from Casey Brown. Mike DeWalt, Tiller. And there's Jonathan Shorts. Much slower through the corner. But he wants to save fuel. He wants to make it to lap 40 and pass everyone that has to make an extra pit stop in the first stage. Four different drivers have led laps tonight. Your current top three and then your pole sitter. No one wants to give up that clean air. MK Price still fighting it. Around the outside, fighting tough. Randy sticking tough on the bottom as well, not yielding an inch between either of them. Uh-oh. Looks like Randy's back. A slight blink there.
You know, as you say, the joys of internet racing.
Demien will most likely go a lap down. Get the rear chase angle. Trying to think. 28 laps. He just started lap 28. Leader starting lap 29. And he has to pit for fuel most likely. Everyone else has to pit for fuel. So it kind of depends if they catch him in the next 5 or 6 laps what'll happen. So but most likely Demien goes a lap down, and that kind of kills Eric Shields' race right off the bat. He was hoping to be the lucky dog, but that incident with the 21 and the 99 kind of shook up the running order there. I think you mentioned it. Landwehr was saving more so tires than fuel. He was just taking it really easy off the start. Now he's trying.
He had to have been.
He's trying to challenge now. He's side by side with the 41 of Jonathan Mazzella. At 66, he's going to be a contender here at the end of the stage. He's got that car working on the bottom. He will clear the 41.
I think the 41 might have got a piece of the wall there. No, stayed off.
The gap is now under a second. Let's see if Landwehr can continue to close. 10 laps remaining in the stage. Has enough fuel. There's Goodwin. Casey Brown that goes sideways out of turn number 2. Tiller in the wall. Back in 11th. I'm curious if someone will elect to do a 2-tire stop and a splash and go to try and really make the most out of it. If you pit now, you could make up that time.
Ooh. Something happening with Casey Brown.
Back that up just a little bit. I think he just got really loose on the transition there, maybe?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's still weird.
Yeah. Had to get out of the throttle. He's now back down to 11th. Ryan Tiller currently in position for a singular stage point. Could be huge for him. They are approaching Samuel Demien. MK Price sticking to the bottom. Randy around the outside. Going to have a big run. He's not able to block it off. Does he try and use the lap car as a pick here? That 34 starting to blink out. A couple drivers have had issue with that. Randy slides up, goes almost into the wall.
Almost 3 wide there. 34, like, they don't know where he is.
Giving him plenty of space. Here comes Landwehr right into the mix. That 34 really struggling right now to stay connected. Looks like he's back now, finally. What lanes is the 21 pick? How does that affect the battle here? They're going to catch him right on the entry to turn 3. He'll go to the bottom. Top 2 stay high. Ray McDonald is in. I imagine. Let's see what he does here. Splash and go. 2 tires, 4 tires. What is his strategy here coming to the end of the stage? Looks like at least right signs. I'll be very curious to see what he does here. And he's going to go for a full 4-tire stop.
Sam Demian almost went around trying to stay low for the lead lap cars. Got a piece of the apron.
He was losing before that. CG6 not really on his side a whole lot there. Battle for the lead. Do they have enough fuel? He spent 27 seconds on pit road there, so he'll go a lap down. He's got 4 fresh tires. Don't know if he has enough time to make up for it, though. And here comes the 66. He has a little bit of rubber left compared to these top 3. They've been fighting for the lead. And the 66 is the quickest of this bunch. Paxton does have the clean air, though. 34 still has the momentum around the outside. Who else is going to run out of fuel? Just a couple of laps. Go on board with Thaxton. Saving any fuel there. Larry McDonald sliding through the tri-oval grass on the front stretch. Looks like he's gone.
Oh, he's manually... he instantly alt F4.
Oh my, didn't want to bring out the caution. Wow. That was... locked down. And he's gone. 18 cars remaining, 16 on the lead lap. Kevin Boley desperately trying to stay on the lead lap. Eric Shields desperately trying to stay only 1 lap down to have a chance at this. I think Boley's just going to get this. Yeah, he's going to stay out of the way. Eric Shields needs to get on the hurry up. He's got a little bit of damage, but you don't want to go 2 laps down in the first stage. With as few cautions as we have, you only get 1 guaranteed. Demien, though, back into the lucky dog spot. And he'll have it. So a big break there for the 21. Derek Shields does end up going the 2nd lap down.
You get a little bit of 3-1 action as Landwehr's
that 66 sent it. The 8 got a little loose. 4 cars to settle it. They're all going to have enough fuel, it looks like. So the guys that were... Oh, Thaxton's slowing a little bit. Is he out?
He's got to be out.
Oh, he is saving fuel big time. He doesn't think he has enough to make it back around. Gives the lead to Randy Arms. There's William K. Price. There's Landwehr. Big run on the outside.
He's going to have nowhere to take it.
Last lap in the stage. How big of a send do you go? Do you have enough fuel? Looks like Randy's going to get it. Landwehr sideways off of turn 4. Make it to the line. Corey Blevins couldn't make it. Yellow is out. And they're all immediately... Landwehr, yeah, there's William K. Price. Shut it off. Landwehr must have enough fuel. He's not even shutting it off yet. Randy's on fumes. William K. Price is on fumes. Mazzella. Thaxton gave up the stage win to have enough fuel. Blevins and Goodwin couldn't make it. Goodwin is sputtering to his box. You're going to have to take the 4-tire stop. You might go a lap down for your troubles. Blevins makes it out. So a couple guys couldn't make it. Everyone coming in. While we reset the running order, let's get a couple quick words in from the incredible sponsors of the LSRL Xfinity Series. coming back for the restart on lap number 45. Big shout out to Wilder Graphics, Butt Kicker, the Cleaning Authority, Atomic LEDs, the incredible support of the LSRL Xfinity Series. So a lot to unpack here. Corey Blevins came in. Same thing with James Goodwin. They came in the lap. The stage ended, so they had to go to the tail end of the longest line. We saw that Blevins actually cycled through to the lead because everyone else was on pit road and he came back around, and obviously had to go to the back. Same thing with Goodwin. Schwartz and Damien came back in and topped off and fixed damage. Joseph McGill still on pit road. Bowley on pit road to fix damage. Eric Shields has parked it, and Larry McDonald has as well. So 15 cars on track, all on the lead lap, 2 in the pits.
I'm really surprised by Eric Shields, considering 2 laps almost insurmountable, but I do get it. There are not a lot of cautions.
So we'll see if Goodwin and Blevins can fight back. They push their luck just a little bit too much on the fuel. At the tail end of the line. And Landwehr beat Randy Arms off of pit road under yellow. His pit lane time was a 41.93. Randy's was a 42.78. They had the exact same pit stop time, but Landwehr was quicker on and off of pit road, courtesy of that #1 pit stall.
Mazzella trying to push it. He was like in the wall, like out of form already.
On the second lap after the restart, we're getting ready to settle into some long green flag runs. Probably don't want to push it too early. But that was an incredible ending to stage 1. It had some fuel strategy. We had 4 guys under a blanket to settle it. Gill does end up getting back on track. After 4 minutes on pit road, Kevin Bowley still on pit road, so that gives us 16 cars on track at the moment. Oh, Mazzella into the wall again. That one was a little bit harder there.
He is fighting that car.
Paxton looking to go 3 wide through the middle maybe, but will eventually get down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Follow William K. Price. Now looking to the inside. 5 within half a second. Mazzella's still going. He said, I didn't hear no bell. I'll bounce off the wall. Go right around Randy Arms for second. I want to lead this race. At the line. Half a car length separates him and Landwehr. He's making good on those fresh tires. He is going around the outside. He will be clear, and he'll have the clean air. See if he can hold it. There was really no dominant car in that first stage. Every single driver inside the top 5 has led at one point or another tonight. So good luck figuring out who's going to eventually end up on top. Some passageway on the top, the bottom. And everywhere in between the top 6, separated by just 1 second exactly. Don't forget Jonathan Schwartz back there in 15th, kind of just hanging out trying to save some tires. Damien, no, he won't be able to get all the damage fixed, but it's better. Oh, well, he's got a little bit more now for his troubles, but he was able to get some damage fixed, so he might have half a chance getting him back into the top 10. Let's go on board with Thaxton here. Got a great view of this. 3 cars going to the top, 2 to the bottom. Price kind of in the middle. Really, here's the look from 13th. They're almost all in a line one way or another. And then you got Demien and Schwartz just kind of hanging out back here, 2 seconds doing their own race. Schwartz saving fuel. Let's crank it up for the first time here tonight. They all made it through the crank it up portion pretty nicely. Got a driver update redemption for William Bowman. He runs 13th. 5 spots from where he started. Got a pretty clean race car. Doing a pretty nice job in that 53 machine. Mazzella had it about to a half a second gap. Now that gap's coming right back down to 3/10. They were really going at it for second, and now that has kind of faded away. Randy and Josh Thaxton have pulled away just a little bit, and now here's the Hornets' Nest just a little bit further back. Casey Brown looking to make it 3 wide. Tiller in the mix. This car has come alive.
Would you consider it too early to save? Like full-on shutting off the engine saving?
No, because who's doing it? Schwartz?
It's Schwartz. It's of course Schwartz.
So here's what he's trying to do. Let's go on board with him. He's in the draft of this 21 machine too, so he's getting the full benefit right now. He's in the draft. He's shutting the car off. We did 40 laps green. He started on 44, so he is trying to make it
1 stop?
Yes, he is trying to get to lap. Oh, jeez.
You'd have to assume, like, at least 85, 90.
And he's going to try and stretch this to maybe, you'd have to get to 90.
Yeah.
Because we restarted lap 45. He's going to try and save 5 laps to get to 90. And then just go from there. That's what he has to be doing. Because if you save 2 laps, you put on... I'm trying to think here. 45, you go 40 more. That's 85. Yeah, it's going to be a very tall task. We'll see if we can do it. If there's anyone that could do it, it would be him. He's got some points to fall back on. He's 4th in the standings, so he can kind of take this risk. He's looking for a win and some playoff points. So I understand it.
He's just side by side with Sam Devian. Finally gets past him.
See, I know he's a little damaged, but I'd try and sit in his draft as long as I possibly could. That can only help you save fuel. But if he's really holding you up, then you don't want to get too far behind. Or maybe he's going to have him push him down the back straightaway, who knows. The back up front, here comes Randy Arms and Josh Thaxton. Mazzella, little wiggle there out of 4. Randy trying to get to his inside.
I'm starting to think Price is also trying to pull a Landwehr. He's letting these front 3 pull away from him and fight it out. You gotta try and save some for later.
He probably learned a little bit in that first run. Took the lead a couple times and then ended up Randy and Thaxton took it right back from him. You guys do your thing. I'll sit here half a second off. I'll mind my business. How about Casey Brown and Ryan Tiller? Their cars have come alive. They're 5th and 6th right now. I think with Quisenberry, he's in the top 10. This race.
Oh, we got 3-1.
There's Blevins around the outside. 75 a little loose through the middle. They all make it stick though. Randy was able to take the lead there, side by side for second. Top 5 separated by just over a second. Now Thaxton's looking to the inside for the race lead.
Thaxton's gonna have it pretty comfortably. On that battle and William Price, he's right there again. Maybe he wasn't saving.
Just half a second off. See if Thaxton can break the toe a little bit and try and pull away. Randy not letting him get away. Mazzella right there.
Casey Brown also right there.
Brown have to say about this. He's trying to look for his first win of the season. He's a second off. They're catching that lapped car of Joseph McGill. He's 2 down, looking to go 3 down. Battle back here as well. Mike DeWalt landing Quisenberry. Blevins and Goodwin trying to recover from going to the tail end of the line. And Schwartz has stayed pretty consistent the last couple laps. I've been looking at it. It's really been about 8.5 seconds, so he's not losing a whole lot of time hand over fist while saving fuel. So this could be something we look at and say Jonathan Schwartz might cut out a whole pit stop here. And he'll come back into this thing later on. If it doesn't, you say, all right, well, we'll take, 14th and we're still pretty good lock here for the playoffs. So
hey, it's always something like you can always learn from it too.
But if you're able to make it work, you get a big playoff point from that. It's huge. Competition's fiercer than ever this season. Levin's around the outside of that 75. Back into the top 10. Three-way battle for third right here. 41, 34, and 98.
Joseph McGill looking almost trying to make a pass on Thaxton there.
Get one of his laps back if he can. You just never know how these races could shake out. He is the lucky dog. So if you get one of these laps back and then a caution comes out, you just, never give up. Thaxton looking for his second win of the season. And if you get one lap back, if you're McGill, you go back to 2 down, lucky dog, and then you're 1 lap down. Mazzella's holding pretty tough for as hard as he was racing after the drop of the green flag. Done a pretty nice job hanging on.
Yeah, luckily these cars can take a beating sometimes.
Bounced off the turn for wall a couple of times, but he's all right. 16 cars remain in the running.
Randy Arm's in.
That is very early, so he's going to try. I mean, he's on a definite two-stopper. He's kind of splitting it in half. He'll come in right after lap 100 or so and go 30 laps to the end. So he's splitting it in half. Goodwin in as well. So this is where if you're shorts, you're a little concerned about these two potentially because they're going to be on fresh tires for a long portion while you're still saving for another 20 laps. So you might lose a lot of time to them.
Ooh, Mazzella in. Casey Brown in.
Oh, was that McGill? Was he looking to maybe pit?
Oh, Ryan Tiller missed. Blevins in. Bowman in.
And it's a little early, but everyone saw those two come in, and they don't want to lose out on the tire advantage. The fall off is huge here.
Yeah, if you're not going to be, one of the ones trying to stretch it like shorts, I mean, why not come in early? You're going to have 30 laps of fresh tires.
So the top 9 have stayed out. And you'll be the first car. Tiller is in on the second time. So top 7, top 8. Randy, the first of the lap, 70 pitters, and that one lap he pulls nearly 2 seconds on Jonathan Mazzella, so clearly separates himself from that group. Great call from the 8 machine, and you have 2 seconds to play with.
And still, leader staying out.
We've seen this a couple of times from this 8 machine, pitting a couple laps early. But compared to Mazzella, Brown, Blevins, Goodwin, it's only 1 lap. You can save that 1 lap of rubber, especially if you have 2 seconds of gap to play with. You save a little bit, they get to your back bumper, you're on equal footing, and you have the track position. But this top 8, they are committed to running this as far as it'll go. And they can go... It depends if they're saving at all, because we know Schwartz is big saving. You can go 40 plus. But if you're just running it till the fuel's empty naturally, you're not worried about anything. Probably 38, 37 laps. So looking here in the next 5 to 10 for these guys, this top 8. When do they pull the trigger? Mazzella 31.4. There's William K. Price. That looked really quick on the way, and that could very well be a penalty for that 34 machine. He was hot on the entry. He's trying to undercut that 6 car. Interesting that nobody else followed him in. Schwartz got to be committed to his strategy there.
Walt says he's pitting in.
DeWalt will follow William K. Price in the next lap. Schwartz still saving. Committed to that strategy. Almost contact there. DeWalt. Ooh, that was a little sketchy there.
Ooh, no penalty for Price.
Yeah, I was just going to say 14.8 or 14.78 seconds. So he got the most out of that pit entry. He'll come out. He's 5 seconds, 6 seconds behind Randy, so that's the gap. He's got 5 lap fresher tires, and then he'll try and close up some ground on the top 6 that have stayed out. William K. Price, he was on pit road for 40.72 seconds. A couple other guys, Randy 41.7, Jonathan Mazzella 42, Casey Brown 40.98. So by how fast he came onto pit road, he gained a lot of time there for free. Right on the limit.
Just makes it risky. You gotta be really confident to be able to make that move.
Yes, I mean, like, compared to Mazzella, that's 1.3 seconds you gained just on pit road alone. And you got the fresher tires, so that's huge. That That is huge, and he set the fastest lap of the race, 31.28. He is flying. 4.8 seconds behind Randy, and he'll clearly get ahead of this top 6 now with the rate that he's going. It just depends on how he can cut through traffic. Kind of what the gap will be when everyone else decides to come in.
Ooh, Randy's starting to blink out here a little bit. I was trying to check his time.
He's 50 set, or it's Corey Blevins. Best so to Michael Davis. Yeah. He has stayed out, so he was off sequence still. So he's got much older tires.
Oh, yeah, William Price, 0.6 faster than Randy Arms last
31.18. He's going even quicker still.
Oh, that's on a 31.3, but I was getting around traffic.
I mean, this is... Casey Brown has 4-lap older tires, and I mean, look, it's no contest. Around the outside, throttle up, get the run. Quisenberry is in from 6th. He'll unlap himself around Thaxton. So we have 3 different strategies. You have the guys that pitted a couple laps early, Randy, Mazzella, Casey Brown, Blevins, Goodwin, William Bowman. We have 5 guys that are trying to run it as long as possible. And there's Demien in. But Thaxton, Davis, and Landwehr, they're just running it till the fuel tank is empty. Here in the next couple of laps, Schwartz is trying to get to most likely lap 90. If he can. Thaxton now in. Davis is in. Landwehr will go another lap. Okay, Price looks like he was blinking a little bit. Still blinking. Randy's going to come around. He'll be your net leader as it stands, as long as William K. Price's connection. Let's see. It's pretty shaky right now. But I mean, Thaxton and Davis, they're just now coming off of pit road. Randy will be well up the road. It'll be 12 seconds gap. Not even longer than that. 13 or 14 seconds almost.
Just sitting here wondering when
13 and a half seconds.
When does Schwartz finally decide to come in? I know he said 90, but I didn't think Landwehr was saving that much. And look at him, he's still going.
He is. William K. Price, he's about a second off.
Oh, Landwehr is cutting that engine off now. Or he has been.
4.5 seconds back to Schwartz. Schwartz did come in under that second lap of caution. He put it on 43. So he definitely can go longer than Landwehr can. Yeah, they're going to try and make this thing a one-stop. They're very close to making it. William K. Price closing in on Mazzella. Mazzella closing in on Randy. So all the strategies kind of converging here. Good one chasing after the wall. We got really spread out on the pit stops, but there's just so many different strategies. Landwehr. Oh, did he have trouble getting on pit road? He did. All by himself. And that should take him out of contention. I mean, he'll be in contention for a top 10, but that is huge time loss for the battle for the win.
That is a heartbreaker.
Now Schwartz has the lead. He needs about 3 more laps, and then he could get this thing. It's been a minute since we've had a full race decided by fuel strategy. Fully out, impact the outcome of the race. And he's still going. You can hear him cut it off. Let's go on board with him. Let's just watch what he's doing. I mean, he's clutching in. He knows that number he needs to hit in his head. He knows how far he can go. William K. Price has gotten around Mazzella. We'll chase after Randy Arms. Then they got to think about Thaxton. And Michael Davis, that group that pitted on lap 82.
I mean, right now.
Ooh, close for Davis and Tiller there.
Do you think Schwartz is the race winner if we keep it going caution-free?
It depends, because here's the thing. It depends. What lap does he get to? Oh, he gets to. He's coming in. Oh, you can't wreck it though. So he's gonna have to go 41 laps.
That's a little bit of saving.
That's a little bit of saving.
Like, he was able to maintain the lead this entire time. He had a good 6 seconds.
Because we restarted on lap 45, and he pitted coming to 90. Do the mental
he can make it.
Yes, he can. He can now make it. The issue he's going to have here is he's going the full distance, not only on fuel, but on tires. He'll have older tires at the end as well, so he's going to have to... It's kind of a balancing act. When do you save the fuel? Do you do it now, or do you do it towards the end of the run? Because you have to make the most out of these tires as well. You don't want to get caught by guys on newer tires while you're trying to save fuel, because then you're just sitting duck. But he does not have to pit again. Do you go really hard for 2 laps on the fresh tires to make up some time, and then save? Like, when you cut, because you're trying to save a little bit above. Come out 15th. He is 32.7 seconds behind William K. Price, your race leader. And now here's the interesting thing. The fuel window is pretty much open now for everybody else. If you coming in a lap or two. So Schwartz needs to get gone because he doesn't want this to be close. You want to have a big gap, and then you can kind of fall back on it. You don't want to be close to anything else.
Oh, traffic is not helping him.
But here's what you do, though. Like, if you're Randy or Mazzella, you have jumped the Josh Thaxtons and the Corey Blevins and the Michael Davises who have fresh tires who are chasing you down. So what you should do is come in and pit while you're already ahead. Because now you're in the field. And you have the track position, you pit while you're ahead. There you go. There are 3 different things going on right now. And Schwartz is catching these guys. He's got the benefit of the freshest tires of anybody, and he doesn't have to pit again. But we'll see how much of an advantage he could get. He's already unlapped himself.
So he will be the race leader once everyone else comes down to pit. Just how long?
Yeah, he's got to save a little bit. Everyone else that pits does not have to save. He is the only one that will have to save fuel right now. But he is still gaining time as he's saving fuel. He could very well end up the race leader and the race winner. But here comes Thaxton. He pitted on 82. Michael Davis pitted on 82. They're the next quickest group of cars. If you're William K. Price and Randy Arms and Mazzella, do you want to let Thaxton get back ahead of you before you pit? The fuel window's open. You pit while you're ahead of him and then make him chase you down again. Especially if you're Randy. I mean, if you're Randy, you're coming up on pit stops anyways. You're nearly 30 laps into the run. You might as well, you're splitting it in half. So Randy might pit before he gets there. And then if you're Josh Thaxton, you pitted at lap 82. You don't have enough fuel to make it, but you have still fresh tires compared to your competitors. When do you come down and pit? Because everyone else...
I was thinking, realistically, I think Randy has the best call if it doesn't work out for Schwartz, because if he comes in at lap 100 and he books it, I think he has a shot to get him.
So we're kind of watching the Randy versus William K. Price and Thaxton. These three right here. Let's not discount Mazzella. He's right in this battle. So the top four versus Schwartz. It'll kind of depend on when they all decide to make that last stop. In the gap that they have, Schwartz is still having to save. And he's still quicker than everybody. He is the only car in the 31-second brackets. So here's Thaxton. Tiller is in. He'll be the first one to blink. So he'll go full out. He'll try and get some fresh tire advantage here. You might be feeling good if you're William K. Price, because you got a second on these guys. And you're about to make your last pit stop.
I mean, you say that, and that's with Thaxton. I mean, he's caught him in traffic, but he's still 3 tenths faster.
You have like 2 or 3 laps. You will be ahead, and you can come down and pit ahead of him for the last stop. I mean, this is the last stop of the race for everybody in the next couple of laps. So you pit ahead of him and say, all right, chase me back down. So I'm feeling good if you pit here in the next couple laps. Or if you're Randy that just got passed, you come in now and you jump ahead of Thaxton again. Because Thaxton can't afford to go all the way to the end of this now. He's kind of going to have to be forced to pit into somebody else's window. Thaxton took it long on the first stint, but he can't go to lap 120 and make up 20 seconds with 10 laps to go. He's going to have to pit with the rest of these guys. So I'm thinking if you pit ahead of him, like if I'm Price, I'm coming in this lap. Like I would have been in 30 laps ago. We're going to make it a dead sprint. Let's go check on Schwartz. Let's see, he's 25 seconds. Goodwin is in. And he's not quite there yet. All the while, the 34, he's been stuck behind Landwehr pretty much the entire time. So I don't think that's helping him at all. Landwehr's got some damage to boot. Yeah, but if I'm Price, I'm pitting ahead of him. 29 laps. I mean, yeah, I'm comfortably pitting. Yeah, Randy's going to be the one to take advantage of this. I love this call from Randy. Because you're not going the full stint on tires. You got 10 laps less. I would have been in.
I really thought Price should have been in. Like, that lap 100 call, you split it right in half.
Yeah, you either force Thaxton to come in behind you. That's what you're doing. In my opinion, you're going to force Thaxton to pit directly behind you, and you race it straight up on the same tires. Or you force him to chase you back down with a tire advantage, but running out of time.
He's still going.
So here's what we're going to watch. See, Mazzella, DeWalt, I love that. Oh, not from DeWalt! You don't love that. Oh, Casey Brown!
Ah! Oh, he was ghosted.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so here's the battle we're now watching. Here's what we're watching. Jonathan Schwartz versus Randy Arms. The gap is 17 seconds. 17 seconds inside of 30 to go. Schwartz pitted on 89. Randy pitted on 101. The gap is 17.5. That's what it maxed out at. So that's the gap they have to make up. Michael Davis is in. Schwartz is still having to save fuel. So now it's a matter of can Schwartz hang on with tires versus Randy. Because he'll be further ahead of the guys that still haven't pitted. Randy, he doesn't need... It's 26 to go. The gap's 16.8 seconds. I can't do that mental math in my head. Corey Blevins is in. I think he's running out of fuel. Yeah, but I'm definitely... I would come in so quick. 25 to go, and you make it a sprint to the finish.
Don't know what Price is doing here.
So I think now Randy might get the catbird seat here. Randy said, all right, Because he's going to force everybody to try and chase him back down, running out of time. I love the position that Randy's in right now.
Of course, you would love the position your pick the win is in.
Schwartz isn't even in a bad position, though, because he's got 15 seconds of margin.
Well, I think Price is backing it up. Oh, he's following that. You don't want to follow Thaxton in. You want to be in.
See, that's the thing. If you just pit a couple laps before that, you're ahead of him, and now you gotta pass him on track. I would have loved to have pit. I mean, what is it? You're 104, 105. I mean, maybe you think that 7 laps makes a big difference. But if
it can, like, we could be wrong. Oh, he was too far forward.
See, my opinion is if you come in on 100 and you get 7 seconds of margin on Josh Thaxton, I don't think he catches him because Price has been super quick.
And he's gonna.
And you lose time on pit road, like, oh man.
Yeah, he was a little too far forward. He had to put it in reverse there.
So now you got to chase him down 2 seconds, and Randy's ahead of you. So you got to
chase them both down.
I'm actually a little surprised Randy wasn't further ahead, so now I kind of swing back to the opinion of right now, I do like Thaxton's position, actually. I thought Randy would be further ahead. It's 2.5 seconds with a 5-lap tire difference. You kind of like Thaxton's position a little bit right now. So I think, in my opinion, the race is Thaxton versus Schwartz. And that gap is 16 seconds with 22 laps to go. So not quite a second a lap. And he is still having to save fuel. That's the issue that Schwartz is having. He can't fully unleash the speed that he has. So we'll see.
He's gonna have to turn it up. Like, he can't be saving.
You can't save all the way to the end. I mean, but you have to make it on fuel. That's the first. You have to make it because that's the strategy. If you don't make it, there's no point. But at some point, you're gonna have to start just going for it and hope that you hang on to it.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like, at this point, does it matter if you don't make it? If you're also gonna be like 10th.
Yeah, because you're also struggling on tires, so you just need to. I mean, you just gotta go. Like. Because he's losing over a second a lap, so he is on track to not win right now due to tires. 20 to go, gap 12.5 seconds. Now, there's a little bit of traffic that Thaxton has to deal with here. I don't think Randy will just let him go by easily. I think despite that, Thaxton will get clear pretty quick. It's just a hammer down. Thaxton, clean air, fresh tires. I'm going to chase after Schwartz, and there he goes. What does William K. Price have to say about all this? He is 1.5 seconds behind Thaxton. Can he catch Thaxton? And can they both catch Schwartz? It's 10.5 seconds.
He was faster that lap by maybe a 10th, a little less.
Yeah, because right now, 32.6 for Schwartz, 31.3. It's 1.3. I mean, he is, he's not going to make it on tires. So Thaxton in the catbird seat. Can William K. Price catch him? That's what we're looking at. That's what it's shaking out as. Lap car. Schwartz will get a better finish, I think, than what he would have. He just had to save fuel for so long, he couldn't really make the most out of those fresh tires. 32.5, 31.3. I mean, he's losing over a second a lap still, and there's 17 to go. So it's kind of a matter of if, not when. Or when, not if. He will catch him. You can't see him just quite yet. But once he sees him, that'll be all the encouragement he needs. 7.5 seconds. You could just barely see him go off into one. The gap is slowly starting to get towards a second. Schwartz is picking it up ever so slightly, but it's still not going to be enough. You can see him now. Schwartz very well. I mean, he might come out with a second or third here still even. So it is not a bad effort from Schwartz. Just needed a little bit more. William K. Price has cleared Randy Arms, so this is 1.5 seconds. They have the same tires.
I think Price, he definitely had to use up more getting around Randy. Randy was putting on a fight there.
In hindsight, it's like if you pit a lap ahead of him, did you come out a second ahead and make him burn up his stuff?
You're saying if I was one of these racers, I'd have this stream up. We got great strategical advice.
Hey, that's what we see. Obviously, it's a lot different in the car, but in my opinion, and it's a lot harder to make the call in the heat of the moment. You're trying to save fuel, tires, you're thinking, you know, whatever. It's a lot easier to quarterback it from up here. Well, we have all the timing and scoring. We have all the information. They don't have that unless they got a crew chief. So.
I don't have that information. I just guess, and then you tell me.
So the gap now under a second a lap. It's starting to even out a little bit. But Short's going to have to, and now it's, 9 tenths he's gaining per lap. Still enough to catch him, 13 to go. William K. Price losing time to Thaxton, so it's kind of, when does Thaxton catch Schwartz, and how hard does Schwartz try and hang on with the old tires? Gap is 4 seconds. Not a whole lot of lap traffic. Another 9 tenths he's gained that lap. Schwartz got very close.
Hey, he could pull out a speed with 10 to go. I can hope for it.
Thaxton gained a little less there. DeWalt with fresh tires around Landwehr. Corey Blevins catching James Goodwin on fresh tires. The gap 3.2 seconds at the line. Thaxton gains 6 tenths of a second, so I mean he's gaining less and less as he gets closer. Schwartz will be leading inside of 10 to go. It'll be single digits by the time he gets there. And he's still having to save fuel. It's just, oh man. It's like, just turn it up. Let it loose. And I'm surprised he's not taking the apron. Take the shortest way around the racetrack. That would help a little bit.
I mean, it's still only 6 tenths a lap for Thaxton.
I mean, it's still enough, considering there's still 10 to go. I mean, it's obviously more than 2 seconds a lap.
Schwartz is going to get there. He's going to be blocking him. He's going to put on his best Ryan Newman impression. It's going to be a battle. I hope.
I'm going to start doing it like how DW and Mike Joy did. 2 points. Oh, Thaxton really loose there. Very loose. 2.2. You gotta count it down like they do. Just the suspense. If there were, 5 laps ago, this would be incredible. That was 5 tenths of a second that lap. If Schwartz has anything left, he's got to unleash it right now.
Come on, Schwartz.
2 seconds. The gap.
It's in the heart of the cohorts.
Thaxton is pushing 1.9. 8 to go. 1.8. Only 4 tenths that lap. Right at 1.8. Got a couple battles further back we want to keep our eye on. Goodwin being chased by Corey Blevins with the fresh tires. Tiller lost out to Quisenberry with fresh tires. 1.7 the gap. If you could somehow just make this like 2 tenths a lap, make them work for it. If you can just get it to 2 tenths a lap, then you're right at the bubble. 1.5 at the line.
It was 3/10.
That's what he did. He just needs a little bit more. It's 1.5. He needs just a little bit more. It's going to be way closer than I thought it was.
That tire fall off was real. Faxton was just cruising.
1.2. Any slight bobble from Thaxton puts him at severe jeopardy. Yeah, now Schwartz is using the apron. 1.1. Lap another 3/10. So he catches him with 3 laps to go at the current pace. 1 second. And Schwartz will probably block when he gets there. I know there's old tires, but if you could just make him one move, make him get out of the groove. 1 second.
Thaxton's also looking incredibly loose in that car.
Everybody is. Blevins and Landwehr going at it. Blevins and Goodwin, Nathaniel Landwehr right there in the mix. 9/10 of a second.
That was a 2/10 lap.
2/10. 5 to go. Schwartz taking the low line. Thaxton around the high side, trying to build up some momentum. It's a lot closer than I thought it would be. 8/10 of a second. And if it's 2/10, you can block that. You can block off a run. You can force him out of the throttle. He's going to have a shot to hold on to this thing.
Another 2/10.
2/10. With 4 laps to go, that's 8/10 of a second. He's at 7/10 of a second. But Schwartz's tires definitely hitting the cliff right now as well. Put him on at lap 89. It's a full run coming to 3 laps to go. 6/10 of a second. If Schwartz hits the wall, if Thaxton hits the wall, a slight bobble there. It's still 6/10 of a second.
That was a 1.5 tenths.
1/10. Schwartz is trying to pull off the incredible. Is there a little bit of damage on the rear bumper of Thaxton's car? No, I thought there was a crinkle to the right rear. 1 lap car ahead. It might give enough draft for Schwartz to hold on. Coming to 2 laps to go. It's only another 10th. Thaxton sliding out of 4. Taking the shortest way around the racetrack.
Schwartz picking up speed. He ran a 32.6.
They both ran 32.6s. Does he have enough fuel? Did he have to pick it up too early? 5/10 of a second. He's maintaining for now. Can he go 41 laps? And an incredible strategy call. Thaxton going to the top side. He's getting real tight. Had to back out of it. Still 5.5 tenths. It's the white flag races official. Schwartz, does he have enough fuel on board? Through 1 and 2, he's not coasting, not clutching. It's down to 4/10. Joseph McGill loose in front of him. 5.5 tenths the gap into 3. Does he have enough fuel? Thaxton not close enough. Will he sputter? 5/10 off of turn 4. He's loose. Coming to the line. Incredibly, Jonathan Schwartz with his first win of the season. Incredible. The winner of the Atomic LED's 195 on a brilliant fuel strategy call. Holy cow. What a race from Jonathan Schwartz.
Had faith the entire time.
From 15th to 1st. Well done.
Does he even have enough fuel to celebrate? I think
he's out. He's coasting at least. Maybe he wants enough to do 1 burnout. Let's see if he coasted. Oh, he's sputtering, I think. No, let's see. Oh, he's got enough fuel for the burnout. Of course he does. He had extra. What a race. My goodness. Holy cow. That's incredible.
Wow.
Race of the season on that. My goodness, he dug deep for that one. Let's get him in here. Here with your race winner, Jonathan Schwartz, the strategy call of the year. Went 44 laps after the stage break, went 41 in the final stint, all while holding off Josh Thaxton. How the heck did you get it done?
How about that? Finally, one of my crazy strategy calls pay off, but good race, and man, as I clutched it that whole Stecker run, get me to 90, and then I saved most of that last run until he caught me, and I finally turned on the jet to keep behind me. But that was just a fun race, and it's cool to finally get a fuel mileage win for sure.
Yeah, the king of alternative strategies. I didn't actually see a whole lot of, thought we'd see you do something crazy in that first stage. Didn't really see a whole lot. And I was like, oh, all right. But you were saving it for the rest of the race. And yeah, you went, it was like 44, 45 laps. You came in second time down into the stage, caution topped off. And you were saving right from the drop of the green flag. Came in on 89, coming to 90. And from then on, it was kind of like, all right, do I have enough to make it? And can I hold off everybody on the fresh tires? You pitted on 89 and Thaxton 106. And he started off over a second a lap catching you once he came out. And it looked like he was going to catch you. And then that last 7 laps, the gap started coming down and down. And then you even maintained those last couple laps. How did you have anything left in those tires?
Well, I was clutching it the whole time, so it's basically just tire management the whole run. So I was hoping I'd have enough gas to give him a run because I knew he was catching me real over a second a lap. So as soon as I got to 10 to go, I started, going a little crazier on the gas, and those last 5 I could really let loose. So I mean, it worked out. So just a great race, good strategy call. So I'm glad to finally be in victory lane this season. It's been kind of a drought for me, so it's glad that that's over.
Yeah, absolutely. How much fuel did you have crossing the line? How much do you have in reserve?
I had 0.3 gallons, so
just enough to do a little burnout for us too.
Yep,
so.
just enough. So,
well, the absolutely nailed the strategy call. Congratulations, well deserved, well earned. We'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
Yeah, I just want to thank my title sponsor, the Cleaning Authority, for coming on this board. They really helped us put on the show for LSRL and get you guys on board with broadcasting for us. So thanks to them, and thanks for you guys for the great show you put on for us every week, and just look forward to the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again, and we'll see you next week for the conclusion of the regular season at the Indy Oval.
All right.
Here with your second place finisher, Josh Thaxton, and he was really hoping that the race would be, 135 laps maybe. Just needed a couple extra for Schwartz to run out of fuel. But he made the strategy call, and you were the one chasing him down. Did you have anything left in those tires? I saw you were giving it almost everything. Did you have anything left you could have used up to catch him there?
There was a little bit, but there wasn't much. I would have had to get to his outside and just like pin him on the bottom. But I really thought I was gonna run him. I was running him down real fast, and then it kind of leveled off, which surprised me since he was out for so long. I figured I would have ran him down, like kept running him down, and not leveled out.
Yeah, because you had chased down Randy pretty easily, and you were started off catching him over a second a lap, and he said just the amount of fuel saving he had to do actually helped with the tire management a little bit, so he had a little bit something for you in those last 10 laps. He saw you coming and said he just had to pick it up a little bit, but yeah, definitely a solid race, even despite the fact that, maybe the quickest car didn't win today. You came from 11th to 1st in that first stage. You were flying. Made some great passes and had a good battle inside the top 5 for most of the night. And you, William K. Price, were going at it and just managing to stay calm, cool, collected under pressure. You beat him off pit road, and it was kind of you versus Schwartz at the end of it.
Yeah, me and William were trading fast lap times there when we came out of the pit. Like each lap, one of us would be fast, and then the next one he'd be faster. But I don't know. A little disappointing.
You definitely, when you think you're the quickest car, but he had to stretch it 44 laps on the first stint and then 41 or 42 on the second stint, so he definitely had to dig deep in the bag for that one. But your seventh top five of the season, you have a win already. So still another great season, consistent wise. You close the gap on Mark Whitley, who wasn't here tonight. So maybe if everything goes your favor next week, you might have a shot at the regular season title. So definitely another good race, though, all things considered.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
Thank you guys for broadcasting. Thank Lightspeed for hosting the races for us, allowing us to try to put on a good show for you guys, and thank Express Esports, and I think that's about it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again. We'll see you next week at the Indy Oval.
All right, see ya.
William Price way on down there.
Here with your third place finisher, William K. Price, continuing his impressive run of results. Do you think, looking back on how this race ended, there was anything you could have done different strategy-wise to get ahead of Thaxton and chase down Shorts at the end of this thing?
Not slide through my pit box on the last stop. that might have helped a little bit, but I don't know, man. It was close. Like I was doing the math after the stage break. I barely made it to the stage break. I mean, I only had like 0.3 gallons of gas left at the stage break. Had to save that first run like quite a bit, and then I was doing the math in my head, and I didn't think that I could make it to 90. So I was like, I'm gonna let them try it, and then hopefully it works out. And I felt way better about just running 2 hard stints. And then I wanted to pit like about 3 to 5 laps after like Randy and a couple of those other guys, just so I would have the fresher tires. I knew I'd have to pass them again, but I felt better about that too.
Yeah, so there was a couple different strategies. You had Schwartz, obviously, with the aggressive fuel saving. It ended up being the winning strategy. Then you had Randy that would pit right around 31, 32, a couple laps before everybody. You were kind of in the middle of that, and then Thaxton at the end trying to chase everybody back down. Was there any consideration for that last stint pitting ahead of them while you had the track position, or did you feel like you could pit with them and still come out on top?
Honestly, I just wanted to. It was either going to be I was going to pit and Thaxton would pit after me, 1 lap after me, or he was going to see me pitting and go with me. And I felt good about that. I felt good about having better tires than Randy and them, and then me and Thaxton on the same tires, and maybe I can outrun him. But messed up my pit stop. I still don't know if I'd have been able to I don't know. I burnt my tire. Like when we came out of the pits and after my pits, I was mad, man. So I was running hard, and died there with like 10 to go, like nothing else in the car.
Yeah, definitely. But it was a great race. We were up here debating, what strategy is going to work. It was a tough one for the drivers. Put it in their hands for sure tonight. But it was great to see you guys wheel those things. You had some great battles early on in that first stage. The entire top 5 led laps tonight at one point. So yeah, you guys were wheeling and dealing out there. You pick up your 4th top 5 of the season, and you really have some great momentum heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, I definitely all I really wanted tonight was just make sure I was finishing the top 5. If I finished in the top 5 tonight with just one more week left, I felt like I had the best opportunity to make it for sure, to lock me in.
Yeah, I would like to think that you have officially moved yourself off of that bubble. We got Indy Oval next week to end the regular season, but yeah, you are on a hot streak right now. 3rd or 4th most top 5s in the league, so you're definitely in the championship hunt with one more week in the regular season.
Yeah, man, I feel good about it. Hopefully we can have a good run next week in Indy.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on the hard-fought 3rd place. We'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Just the winner, man, for that strategy. I mean, like it was it was so unbelievably close to make it or not. Like to pull it off was pretty impressive, though, for sure. And then just you guys up in the booth, man, you guys do a great job.
Absolutely appreciate the kind words, and we'll see you next week at the Indy Oval.
Yeah, man, take it easy. Yeah. Thank you.
Here with the driver of the 75 machine, Landon Quisenberry, picking up back-to-back top 10s. Hard fought here tonight for sure. What were you thinking with all the strategy going around? What was kind of your mindset coming into this thing and how it played out?
I don't even know, to be honest. I just knew it was slick. And I don't know. I was so worried that first stint because what happened to me at Kentucky, I ran out of fuel because it was on the edge of the fuel run. And I didn't want that to happen again. So I just pretty much tanked and put myself in kind of a pretty bad running spot from the get-go and didn't get stage points. But I don't know. I just was like, I'm going to run long and see if I can get the tire advantage. And I did. It just didn't work enough. I mean, I got the 23, and there was like a 3-car battle in front of me with the 24, the 11, and the 66, and I was still running them down. I'm like, all right, cool. If they start battling, I got this. I'm gonna pass them all, and look like a genius. And that never happened. I started just like, I was so intent on watching them, I just wasn't hitting my marks enough to catch them, and my car kind of fell off there. I think if I would have pitted like maybe 2 laps sooner instead of staying out to pick up the bonus point for leading a lap under green, I might have been able to catch those 3 in front of me. But I don't know. It was hard fought, and I'm just glad I didn't get any incident points despite hitting the wall like 4 times. So.
Yeah, that turn 4 wall kind of sticks out a little bit. But yeah, you had obviously the first half of the regular season, just had zero luck at all. But you definitely started turning around with some very consistent results here towards the end of the regular season.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll pay off. I was trying to see where the points would be after this week, which they just posted them. And I know I'm not fighting for the top 10. I'm fighting for the wild card. So I know I need the 11 and the 9 in over the 23, and then I'm battling the 98. I'm battling Casey. But he's like 10 points ahead of me, so either I'm gonna have to get some stage points, or I'm gonna have to wish some bad juju on him. You know, some router problems, something.
Oh, jeez.
Just to get the most starts bonus. But I don't know. I thought Casey beat me. I don't know what happened to him. He was really fast that first stint. I thought he was gonna put the dagger in my playoff hopes with how good he was running. He was like 6th before the first the pit stop after the stage, and then I don't know what happened to him afterwards.
I believe him and Mazzella Art's not actually in here, but he would remember that. I think they spun coming onto pit road, I believe, on the last stop. As I'm pretty
sure that was something too. I was like, even though Landwehr he lost it, he probably threw away his shot at being there with Schwartz on the fuel run. When he made it to 42 to go, I was like, well, I'm not winning this race on fuel strategy, like, because those guys got it locked up. Because that's my Achilles heel. I can't save fuel. I don't know how to do it. So I just said I'm gonna do the 2-stop, but go as long as I could on tires and see where it ended up. And I still got a top 10, so that's solid.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on solid result, and look forward to seeing you next week. We'll be sure to follow that wild card battle, and wish you all the luck headed into the Indy Oval next week.
Yeah, we'll see. I've only made 1 start there, and it's been like 3 years, so I don't know what's going to happen. It might be bad. It might be really bad, but hopefully I got a little luck on my side still.
Absolutely. Well, good luck, and we'll see you there.
See ya.
You get a star and you get a point.
Hello.
What if I send the admins free pizza?
Oh, that's on the broadcast. I heard it.
I'm not cheating. Pizza.
We're having a pizza party. But here with the rest of the Speed Zone, fellas. Crazy race here tonight. Fuel strategy, tire strategy, everything else. Y'all were having some incredible battles. Whoever wants to talk first can go. Just tell me what y'all were seeing out there.
I like to measure Schwartz's fuel lines.
Once again, the track was dynamic, and you can use the entire thing, except for turn 4 to pit road.
That transition was rough. It caught a couple guys.
It never rubbered in. It took all of us out. It was horrible.
Yeah.
We got to put some more laps on that pit road next time.
Landwehr ate it. You ate it. I think Casey Brown went around too. Yeah, you guys actually almost hit each other, but that was pit road entrance was tricky tonight under green.
It was horrible. Other than that, we had a good car.
On the plus side, I didn't get a penalty. That was the important part.
Yeah, I think.
I wasn't so lucky.
Yeah, you spun into pit road. He was able to spin right to the right of the entrance. So
Yeah, I had to kind of go backwards on the track a little bit to
Oh,
get in, but
Yeah.
I should have cocked the right. Little burnout. I went around. It would have saved time.
that's what I did.
might have brought out a yellow.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
y'all don't do that here. You get the stage yellow
No.
and then.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, Schwartz got an extra gallon in that tank apparently or something. They went 44 laps after the stage. That was crazy. Art said, he asked, he's like, is it too early to save him? Like, he's like, he's shutting the engine off. Like, he's fully like going for it. I was like, no, I know what he's doing. He's trying to get to lap 90, and then yeah. But that was crazy. I think it was. Let me take a look here. Yeah, Schwartz ended up winning, but Thaxton, Price, Randy, you were leading laps. Mazzella, like the whole top 5 at one point had led laps during that first stint. Y'all were going for it.
Yeah,
that stage battle was pretty good.
Yeah.
We were all saving fuel and trying to win the stage at the same time.
Yeah, Thaxton actually he had to like get out of the gas going into one on the last lap of the stage, and then I think we had 2 people not make it. It was nuts going for that stage.
It was.
I pit with 0.1 gallons left.
Oh, man.
And
then poor Samuel Demien, he didn't get to get in on the fun. He got
I was looking at the outside wall a little bit, but
Kevin Bullock bounced off the wall and just kept.
It's all she wrote.
That was all she wrote, really.
it's all right. It was a decent points day and carried it into next week.
Yeah, he still beat Mazzella, so there you go.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, but looking at the bubble, Mike DeWalt currently 10th, 152. Ryan Tiller 11th, 151. Jonathan Mazzella 12th, 149. So it's all coming down to the Indy Oval for that 10th spot.
And the oval is great for hooking people. There's so many turns there. You could just, oops, forgot to use a brake.
Oh, man.
It's happening.
There was no shame in that whatsoever. He's like, yeah, here we go. On the broadcast and everything.
I'm just kidding. Y'all know I'm playing.
You'll be under extra scrutiny next week, but all good. Yeah, really exciting race. Strategy was incredible to watch, and put on another good show. So we will conclude the regular season at the Indy Oval next week, and I'll see y'all there.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll start practicing again tonight.
Can't wait.
Absolutely. Good luck, fellas.
Thank you.
Here with James Goodwin, Joseph McGill, Atomic Motorsports guys, and another decent result for Goodwin, another top 10 in the bag. Right when he needs them the most, you're going to be heading into Indy Oval next week, above the cut line ever so slightly. You'll be 9th, 3 points ahead of the cut line.
Trying to keep it there. So far, this was about as good as I could have asked for tonight, considering the tire wear wasn't great, and it was like driving on ice most of the race, but made it work.
And then you had the running out of fuel coming to the end of the stage. You had to fight back from that. It was a lot of strategy going on tonight.
Yep, that screwed me there. That was my own mistake. For some reason, I was thinking the stage break was at 40 and not at the end of 40. So I deserved that one, but made something out of it and can't be upset. Had some really good battles there at the end with Landwehr and Corey Blevins. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, how do you like your chances going into Indy Oval next week? I know you've had some recent impressive run of form recently. How do you like your chances going into Indy Oval?
I'm pretty confident. I feel good at Indy. I've ran that track a lot. I think I'll be able to. I'm hoping as long as I can keep the car clean, I can bring home a decent finish and stay in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Is that something you look at where it's like, hey, if I can get some solid stage points and do something a little different, you get some bonus points, or is it just you kind of run your race and we'll just see where the chips fall at the end of it?
That'll probably end up being the result with the strategy. If I try doing something fancy, I'll end up screwing it up. So
yeah,
better to just go with what I know I can do.
Absolutely. Joseph McGill, any thoughts on tonight's race?
Well, I missed last week because of work, so I was going to come into this week feeling good, and I did feel good for a while there. Made a grave mistake by missing my pit, so that kind of put me in the back, and I just stayed there the rest of the race, but glad I could at least finish it with a intact car.
Absolutely. And then I almost positive you were the one that got the naming rights for this race. So anything you want to shout out or give a shout out to the title sponsor of tonight's race?
Atomic LEDs is a little startup me and my buddy and James are trying to get rolling. It's a little custom LED setups for basically sim rigs, and we're going to get into making bunt boxes and things like that. So keep an eye out. We'll be getting stuff together here shortly.
Absolutely. Well, if you got a link or anything you want to send out, just let me know, and I'll be sure to check it out.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, looking forward to seeing you guys next week at the Indy Oval for the conclusion of the regular season. And yeah, y'all have a good night.
You too. Thanks.
You too.
All right, that is everyone that stuck around to talk to us. Art, your final thoughts on an incredible topsy-turvy race from start to finish.
I mean, just like you said, topsy-turvy. I love like any race that can come down to a fuel decision, a strategy. I am hype, and that's what we got tonight, and it was incredible.
0.5 of a second, Jonathan Schwartz stretching the fuel, able to hold off Josh Thaxton, and then William K. Price, Randy Arms, Michael Davis. Solid result for him tonight, rounding out the top 5. But that's just incredible. 11 cars on the lead lap. Bowman, Demien, Mazzella, Casey Brown all 1 lap down with pit road issues. William Bowman able to fight back, ended up 12th. Joseph McGill said he missed his box, and then Kevin Boley, we saw his incident. I think Eric Shields checked out after being trapped multiple laps down. And then Larry McDonald spun coming off the pit road after his first stop and called it a night. And that is the 19-car field. Next week, we head to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway to conclude the regular season. It's the makeup race from when we had the massive storm hit the East Coast a couple of weeks ago. We had to put it back. So next week, we'll conclude the regular season with the Toby and Carroll Thrasher Memorial at Indy. So got a tight points battle. We'll see who can come out on top and who'll get themselves locked into the playoffs. And the Affinity Racing Series kicking back off on Monday nights here shortly as we head into Daytona Speed Weeks. Their next up series starts tomorrow, so be sure to head out over to twitch.tv/raceaffinity to catch all that action. Our season for the next gen drivers will start just a couple of weeks after that, so looking forward to that. But y'all take care, and we'll see you back here next Tuesday night.